Good evening, you're watching News Mongolian World. I'm your host, Anna Khabatar. And for top stories, Mongolia receives 188,370 Pfizer vaccine doses donated by the United States through COVAX facility. Internet usage increased sevenfold during the COVID-19 pandemic. Teachers are having twice as much as work compared to before the pandemic. And for the news, stay tuned. "225 out of 331 homes in Mongolia are connected to the internet by the fiber optic cable. Citizens of any rural area can connect to the internet from anywhere using 3G and 4G systems. Internet usage increased sevenfold during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Today, 225 out of 331 homes in our country are connected to the internet by fiber optic cable. Citizens of any rural area can connect to the internet from anywhere using 3G and 4G systems. Due to the pandemic, the network was disrupted and a comprehensive internet network was established in the homes. This ensures that there are no restrictions to work or study remotely.
The regional area's internet network capacity has improved. In terms of e-government, Mongolia ranks 92nd of more than 180 countries. Of course, during the post-pandemic, the situation and way of the life are not precisely the same as global research shows. In case of post-COVID, it is not the same as before. It is expected that conditions for the distance work and learning will continue.
Usage of the internet increased sevenfold during the pandemic. According to a study, the use of mobile phones, including payment and information transferring services, has increased tenfold. The introduction of 5G technology in the information technology sector will begin next year, as public consumption is expected to remain at this level even after the pandemic. It will be used primarily in sectors such as mining and agriculture.
5G technology has the advantage in terms of internet speed. However, the scope and accessibility of internet will remain at the current level. In terms of speed, the internet speed per user will be 4 to 5 times faster. Policy documents and guidelines have been issued to introduce the 5G network from January 1st, 2023.
In the last 2 years, the use of internet has increased sharply. According to sources, technological innovations will be carried out to increase supply in line with demand. Even after a pandemic, it is essential to be prepared to work or study remotely.
On Thursday, the Ministry of Health reports that 3,680 new cases of COVID-19 were confirmed and 10 more people have died.
In the past 24 hours, 3,680 new cases were confirmed and 3,805 have recovered. Unfortunately, 10 patients aged up to 80 died of COVID-19 complications. All new cases were confirmed domestically, after which 1,381 were confirmed in Ulaanbaatar and 2,299 were confirmed in the rural provinces. At hospitals nationwide, 20,722 COVID-19 patients are being treated. Out of them, 13,643 show mild symptoms of illness and 284 are in critical condition. Additionally, 35,280 patients are being treated at home under supervision from first-level family hospitals. Health officials warned the public against the rising spread of COVID-19 throughout the country and advised them not to go to public places when unnecessary.
Now let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs.
The capital city government has been instructed to relocate its office from city center to Yarmuk neighborhood by December 31st. Nyamdurj, head of the cabinet secretariat, provided updates on the construction of the capital city's local administration complex in the territory of Hanul district. In this regard, the governor of the capital city and the mayor of Ulaanbaatar Somiel Batsar was given instructions to complete construction of major offices and public service area by October 2021. The relocation of the city administration to Yarmuk is seen as a major step towards reducing congestion and expanding city to the west.
188,000 Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine doses have arrived in Mongolia on September 8th. These doses were delivered through COVAX facility and came directly from the Pfizer manufacturing plant in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, the United States have provided more than $4 million in support to Mongolia, including U.S. aid's delivery of 50 high-quality ventilators in December 2020 and follow-on training needed for treating critically ill patients. In addition, the critical medical equipment for more than 570 medical facilities were received from U.S., and 12,700 healthcare workers attended training on conducting outbreak surveillance, using medical equipment, and delivering quality care for COVID-19 patients. The United States is Mongolia's third neighbor and strategic partner.
Here's the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Mongolia has just started its new academic year after an almost two-year hiatus caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to the hybrid classes, teachers say they are twice as busy as before.
Class 2A of Ulaanbaatar's 23rd school has 36 students and 18 second-shift students are studying online. Home class teacher Badam Chimek will take remote classes after completing her in-class lessons. In order to work closely with each student, she gives homework between the class breaks.
Today is a lesson on repeating double vowels. Furthermore, we are doing an exercise to have the students read the ugly pen text, pick up the words with double vowels, and write sentences.
Badam Chimek has been working as a primary school teacher for 5 years. Last year, she received her first-year students. However, she was not able to be close to her class. She said that young teachers are under much more pressure to teach their children to be patient and take care of the children studying remotely.
Because of the fast online teaching methods, students cannot write or do not understand properly. This is why I recommend that parents help them to complete the task. Otherwise, I do not have time to practice with these students because I have to teach my following shift students.
Teaching children to read and write is not an easy task. Parental involvement is significant during these hybrid classes. Teachers advise parents not to scold their children, just as a teacher does not scold his or her students.
It is essential not to overload the students, but to give them a very small amount of optimal exercises and tasks. If they have done their homework, we reward our students with words of encouragement.
If the lesson progresses successfully, they will begin to study in the second grade. Furthermore, if only one child in any class gets a COVID-19 infection, the whole class students will have to isolate and study online. Therefore, teachers advise parents to pay extra attention to their children's health and safety.
On September 9th, at the Embassy of the Republic of Kazakhstan in Mongolia, a briefing was held for representatives of the local media with the aim of covering the nation's address of the head of the state, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev.
This year's title of the nation address is "The Unity of the People and Systemic Reforms are a Solid Basis for the Country's Prosperity." At the beginning of the briefing, the ambassador of Kazakhstan to Mongolia, Jalgas Adilbayev, gave a detailed explanation of the content of the nation address and the initiatives of the head of state. The main aims are the further development of the nation in the post-pandemic period, improving the efficiency of the health system, providing quality education, improving regional policy, creating an effective ecosystem in the labor market, political modernization, the protection of human rights, and the consolidation of society. The Kazakh diplomat also noted that the address contains a deep socio-economic, environmental, and political analysis of the impact of the emerging global and internal threats and challenges for Kazakhstan. It assessed those challenges, outlined ways and specific measures and mechanisms to overcome problems. The nation address specifies the stages of development of Kazakhstan in the post-pandemic period.
Я так думаю, что
The message to the people this year bears the name "The unity of the people and systemic reforms are a solid basis for the country's prosperity because Kazakhstan is a multinational state with more than 120 nationalities living in the territory of Kazakhstan. The inter-ethnic issues in Kazakhstan are a top priority since we want to live in peace, in goodness, mutual understanding, and every year it is given a lot of attention. Kazakhstan is one of the few states that accepts its compatriots. The Assembly of the Peoples of Kazakhstan is doing a great job in supporting ties between the people of Kazakhstan. Thus, for our state, the most important thing is the friendship between the people, to which the President focuses special attention. In political and economic terms, indeed, Kazakhstan is undergoing great changes, as noted by foreign experts. For several years now, the National Council for Public Confidence, a body created by the President, has been active and includes well-known figures, representatives of NGOs from different regions of Kazakhstan, which serve as a bridge in the dialogue between the government and the people.
у нас более 100-120.
Along with this, Jalgaz Adilbayev informed that this year Kazakhstan will celebrate the 30th anniversary of the country's independence. During these years, Kazakhstan has been striving to pursue a policy of inter-ethnic harmony and integration, sustainable economic growth based on abundant mineral resources, and the creation of stable external conditions. The ambassador said that Kazakhstan actively participates in multilateral cooperation to prevent conflicts and counter new challenges such as terrorism and violent extremism. The hope was expressed that Mongolia would support the initiative of the Republic of Kazakhstan to transform the Confidence on Interaction and Confidence-Building Measures in Asia, CICA, into a full-fledged international organization, as well as the participation of Mongolia at the proper level at the upcoming meeting of the Council of Foreign Ministers of the CICA in October this year. In addition, the ambassador briefly spoke about the ongoing political reforms in the country initiated by President Tokayev in terms of protecting human rights and building an advanced democratic society according to the concept of "we'll listen to the people."
Now let's take a look at our weather forecast of world's major cities. Well, that's all for today, and thank you for staying with us. We will see you tomorrow with more news and updates. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.